Hi Sai, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Hope you are doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing good too. So first of all, many congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So you have been receiving offer letters from three different companies, right? One is
Yes,
TC.
yes. TCS, Wipro, and Indian Nice Infotech. Yep.
Okay, wow, wow. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
would you like to tell something about how did you apply to these companies and what were the technical rounds in them?
Yeah, sure. And coming to first myself, I'm Ms. Venkat Saradi. I'm native from Huzunagar, which is Telangana state. I do have total 3.5 years of experience in the software testing field. I have started my journey as a manual tester, and later I have been promoted as an automation tester. And when I was in engineering college, I had made up my mind to become a software tester. I was passionate about software testing. How passionate is that? If I am any browsing any websites, if I see any issues, then I will rise to technical support. And that much passionate on software testing. So that when I was in engineering college, I had made up my mind that I need to make my career in the software tester. So that I have been in 3.5 years, I have been working as a first. I have started as a manual tester, and currently I'm working as a test automation engineer. And from last June 2000, July 2021, I have been decided to change my career to the different companies, and I have dream of working with an MNC. So that I have been starting applying by watching your interview videos, and then I have got interview offers of 3 offers within span of these 6 months. Currently, I do have total 3 offers.
Wow, wow, that's great. So can you tell me the name of the companies? One is TCS, one is
Yes, sir. First offer which I have got is from India NIC Infotech, which is Ahmedabad location. First offer,
from
and
Ahmedabad.
second offer which I yes from Ahmedabad,
Hmm,
and second offer which I got is Wipro, which is Hyderabad location,
hmm.
and third offer which I have is TCS, that is Hyderabad location.
Okay, okay, fine. So you are willing to relocate to Hyderabad for TCS or Wipro or Ahmedabad, right?
I
Great.
am currently as looking for Hyderabad location.
Mm-hmm. Good, good,
Yes,
very
yes.
nice. And you have almost
Thank you.
3.5 years of experience.
Yes. Yep. I do have 3.5 experience.
Right. So can you tell me more about the technical interview questions that were asked and how many interview rounds were there?
Sure. Coming to the first one, that is Indian IC Infotech, which is Ahmedabad location. Do have total 3 rounds. First round is the technical round, and which is of one half an hour. And second round is manager round. It is of same half an hour round. And third is the HR round. And as we know that HR round is like salary discussion, and that's it. And coming to the Wipro, it is of three rounds. The first one is technical, which is of half an hour, and next is the manager round, and third one is the HR discussion. And coming to the TCS, it is of 3 rounds, and both manager and technical round I have completed in one day itself.
Okay.
And yes, and salary discussion I have had completed in the next day itself.
Mm-hmm. Great, great. So would you like to share the interview questions, the testing interview questions that were asked in the technical rounds?
Yeah, sure. I have made a note of it.
Sure. So can you read it for us or can you share your
Yes,
screen?
sure. One second. Let me.
Yeah. Let me give you the rights. I think you might
Sure.
not be having the rights. Yeah.
Yep.
Now you can try to share.
Sure. I think we were audible, right? This is
Uh,
we're visible.
Yeah, yeah. It's visible.
Yes. As I have started giving interview from the June,
Mm-hmm.
and I have attended overall that is of 12 to 13 interviews.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
In the
God, 12 to
starting,
13 interviews.
yes, in the starting, I have attended for the small companies like Castlight, Brazilcon, Propeller, and starting itself, I have I have been selected in the first stage itself, but I have been demotivated, and I have tried like what I have been lagging, and then I have been improving myself, and then I have been attended for the more interviews, and later from the Mindtree I have got a confidence that okay, yes, I can attend the interview in the correct pattern, and then I have been trying more and more. Then I have got an India NIC Infotech that it is TR round has been completed on November 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Indian IC company. And coming to manager round, it was completed on November 25th.
Mm-hmm.
And the HR round, it is completed on December 8th. And they have been rolled out offer letter on December 10th itself.
Okay, great. Okay.
And coming to the interview questions in Indian IC, as basic question for every interview, like introduce yourself.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
So
then
this
next,
will be the common question that will be there
yeah,
in
yeah,
the company.
yes, yes. And second question they have asked me is like explain about your framework.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have asked like defect life cycle, like next types of test engine annotations. And next they have asked questions on priority. Like they have asked, give me an example, like if we have same priority for the two tests, how it will be executed.
Right, right.
We know that it depends upon the alphabetical order.
Correct. Uh-huh.
Yes, that is the one simple example they have asked me.
Mm-hmm.
They have asked me difference between the regression testing and the retesting.
Mixed questions they have asked, automation plus manual, both.
Yes, 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 both they have asked. Yeah. And then next they have asked about asset and verify difference. And coming to the Java concept, they have asked me like, how would you rate out of Java out of 5?
Okay.
And then they have asked the difference between the method overloading and overriding. And they have asked the OOPS concepts in the Java. And they have asked me a single one Java program like string reverse.
Right.
And then they have gone into Selenium concepts, and they have asked like, what are the components of the Selenium? What are this synchronization? What is synchronization on the Selenium? In starting, I was not aware what is synchronization.
Okay.
She asked that what is synchronization, but I was a bit confused. What is synchronization? I know, but there are ways, but in starting itself, I was a bit confused. And later, I was aware that okay, synchronization nothing but weights in Selenium.
Right,
Then,
right. So they are asking in a tricky manner sometimes. Some people just ask directly the difference between implicit weight and explicit weight. And some
yes,
people
anyone can answer it. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Asking in tricky manner is somewhat difficult, like what is synchronization? That's a tricky question. And then they have asked like how to scroll down and scroll up in Selenium, and types of delocators and types of XPaths and their syntaxes. And we know that why we only use WebDriver driver is called new Chrome driver. Why don't we use WebDriver driver is called new WebDriver, or Chrome driver is called new Chrome driver?
New Chrome driver. Right, right.
Yes. And next difference between the POM and page factory.
Okay.
And it has actually, it was 1 hour round for the Indian IC technical round, but the interviewer has completed it in 30 minutes itself.
Okay.
And the next moment, I have received call from the HR within 15 minutes, and they said that you have got cleared for the technical round, and your manager round will be in the next day, and they have scheduled manager round for me.
Right.
And the manager round, it is of 30 minutes, and manager mainly focused on like project scenario based questions and the team building skills.
Okay. Okay.
Like for example, they have asked like, if you have identified a bug and reported to the respective dev, but dev haven't accepted the bug, what should you do? What you will do, as it was a valid one.
Scenario based questions he was more interested. Okay.
Yes, I said that I will go through a root cause analysis, and I will check from my system and from his end as well. It is, or is it working only for my system, or it is working in itself or in his system, or, and then I will go through the dev, and if still he had accepted, then I will report to my respective TL or manager. Right. That I have explained it, and manager was very interested in my answer. He said yes, that's apt one. And then his second question, he was asked like, how many test cases you execute in a day, in a manual or automation? I said that it depends upon your complexity. It depends upon the complexity and the type of test we are executing.
Perfect answer.
Yes, and he was very interested in my answer. That, and next he asked like, what testing approach you follow if we don't have any requirement specification or documentation? And I said that exploratory testing.
Exploratory testing, right.
Yes. And And he asked last question was explain the framework you are using.
Mm-hmm.
That's my manager round. And completed manager, and after 2 to 3 days, I have got a call from the HR and said that you have selected for manager round. And then HR schedule HR discussion, and we have got offer letters. And I have got designation like QA engineer level 2 in Indian NIC Infotech company.
Right, great.
That's for the Indian NIC company. And then coming to the Wipro technical round, it has taken off 30 minutes technical round. And basic question, as we know that, like introduce yourself. Then how do you rate Java out of 5?
Okay.
Then he asked to explain a main method like public static void main. And then he asked me a basic program like print the words. Like he has given a string, like he has given my name as Venkat Sai Reddy. And he asked me to print the words one by one, like VENKAT one by one.
Right. Okay.
And he also asked me to print my name alternate one by one by excluding one, like first V, then N, then A, then
Okay.
yes, like one by one alternative. Next, he have asked me about framework, about my framework which I am using. Then he have asked me to write the syntax for the explicit and implicit weights. Then he have asked me about the pom.xml structure. Then he have asked me about severity and priority.
Difference between severity and
yeah. Yes, exactly. And then that has been completed with Wipro technical round. And then after the completion of Wipro technical, I have got call after 3 days, I think so. I have got from the HR that you have got selected from the technical round. And in the Wipro, there was no manager round. It was only technical round, one technical round and HR round.
Okay. 2 rounds for there in Wipro.
Yes, that's only 2 rounds. And next is HR discussion. In HR discussion, we have discussed about the salary discussion.
Right.
Yes. And coming to the TCS intro, TCS, I have got interview recently. That's it. I think on 14th, I think. I have attended technical round 14th itself this month.
14th of January you have attended. Okay.
Yes, like for 5 days back.
Wonderful.
It is for 30 minutes session, but it went for 45 minutes approximately.
Right.
On the same day, it had a manager round as well, continuation with technical round.
Right.
Yes, it went basic. What I have like observed in coming to Indian IC Wipro is TCS is asking for only basics question, basics, because TCS is looking for basics. If we are good at basics, then he can learn advanced things. So that they are looking for the basics one.
Okay.
Yes, so that they have asked only basic things like what is the difference between, like what are different types of locators, difference between method overloading, overriding, what are the difference between asset and verify, what are different types of locators, basics, and they haven't asked any programming. So they ask only technical questions related to the
Selenium, right? I can see the questions also are comparatively simple and very basic ones compared to.
Yes, very basic ones. You can see that, like very basic ones. You can check it. What is the Maven? Difference between asset and verified, types of locators. What is the best locator compared to CSS selector or XPath? Next, what are the types of Selenium components? Next, what is Selenius and types of the Seleniums? Next, what are the different types of test automation frameworks? Next, what are the limitations of Selenium? And can we test capture barcode reader using Selenium? And the different types of weights. And they have asked me once question like, if I have to mention specific condition like element to be clickable or element to be visible, what type of weight will you use? As we know that we use explicit weights.
Correct.
Yes. And do you have any idea on Jenkins? And I said that I have no working experience. I do have bit knowledge like freestyle project, a Maven project, how to build it. I have explained about the Jenkins, and it is like CI/CD tool.
True.
And it is used for the correctness of the software, like for timely builds. We use Jenkins.
Right. So basically, Jenkins questions you got in TCS only, and in
Yes.
Wipro it was not being asked.
No, they haven't. They have only focused on the Selenium and Java concepts that are in other companies.
Mm-hmm.
And they have asked like, do you have any idea on the Appium in
Mm-hmm.
TCS? As I said, Appium is it's used for mobile testing. That's it. I don't have any more knowledge than that. I said that.
Mm-hmm.
They said okay. And what is the project structure in
In
the Eclipse? Next,
mm-hmm.
what is the difference between thread.sleep and set speed? Next, what is next coming to the SDL methodologies? Like we know we do have 3-5-3 structure, like 3 roles, 5 events, and 3 artifacts. If we explain them, next difference between close and quit, and different methods in the navigate,
Okay.
and difference between driver.navigate and driver.get. These are, as you see, that it's a basic questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Right.
it has taken as it is of 30 minutes, but it went for approximately 45 minutes due to some internet connectivity issue from my end.
Okay. No
It
issues.
went for 45 minutes.
Yeah, but there are so many questions. So they'll be listening to your answer and then, asking some question from that. So 40 to 45 minutes is like average time that interview might take. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And after completion of every interview, I will make note of the questions like this, so that
Wonderful.
I can share to others, or like for sharing to any others, it will be very easy and feasible.
Right. No, this is very useful actually. These things are actually good. See, it might happen that you might not be having the idea of one of the question asked and you are not able to answer it. But what if same
Yes,
question is being asked in the in another interview, or at least it's a learning experience. Even
yes.
if you
Out
don't.
of this, I was not aware of one or two to three questions. I think she asked what is object repo. I was not aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
What
Okay,
is object repo? And later, I have came to know that it is like properties file, like
properties.
central repository. Yeah.
Okay. No issues. That's good that you have maintained all these things. Can you share
Yes.
this file with me in an email on
Sure,
this?
sure, sure. I will definitely. Yep. I will definitely share it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, since how long you were preparing for these interviews?
As after completion of my MTech, I have been joined as an manual tester, and I have been working as a 3.5 years from the same company.
Okay.
And as mentioned that I have completed my after completion of my BTech, I thought to join software company, but because as my parents are not well educated and they are interested in going to further studies for me, my
Hmm.
father decided to study and go for US. But my as I'm only child, my mother is not interested for US, so that I thought to uh, take MTech masters, and my parents have accepted, and I go on to the masters. And after the completion of masters,
Mhm.
and I think the first coaching I have used these testing tools QTP, VB script
Okay.
during my BTech.
Mhm.
During my BTech, this is the first one which I have learned for the testing tools.
Mhm. True.
After the completion of my BTech, I have like for continuous 6 months, I think I have prepared for the complete manual testing. Then I have got this offer from the Naukari portal,
Mhm.
and then I have been attempted and I have got selected. First, I have started my journey as a manual. Currently, I be as part of test automation engineer.
Okay. Great.
And later, I have, as we know that currently we have having a huge demand in software testing field,
Mhm.
and I have decided to change my company from the last July, and I have been trying from the last 3 months. I have been attending like attending interviews or preparing for interviews from 6 months past, like
Okay.
from July to till January. I
Okay.
have been preparing, and in this span I have got 3 offers. First, in starting itself, I see that one of the QA stories we have shared that starting from getting a single job, it will be very tough
Tough.
from
Yeah.
getting a single job. After getting a job, then it will be easy. Like we can have multiple offers.
Correct. First job is difficult because
Difficult, yes.
it will give you
It
a kind
makes us a
of
path,
yeah.
correct path. Yes, how to attend the interview or how to attend that what are the types, what are the different concepts we need to prepare for the interview.
True.
Yes, that has, yes, yes. The same in the same way. Starting, I have applied for many, as you seen that I have attended for multiple interviews. In starting itself, I have faced many rejections, but I haven't like demotivated anything, and I have taken it as a strength, and I have learned that what I am losing, and then I have started to try more and more. Then I have been succeeded continuously in the back to back. I have got 3 offers.
Great. Great. This is a very motivation story, and I am sure that many people who will watch this video will get motivated, and they'll definitely, in spite of having a learning curve in their career, they will definitely clear it up, and they will also get some good jobs.
Yeah, yeah. As I am preparing my interviews by watching your interview videos, like mock interviews, so that I have decided to share my story in your channel, so that it will be useful for our subscribers who are
Right.
preparing for this testing
Definitely.
jobs.
Thanks to you. Because of you, this channel is actually growing because of people like you are watching this mock interviews and preparing for the jobs.
I would like to thank you too for doing a great job. Despite of your work, you are managing all, like I know that you are working as a QA manager,
Hmm.
and then despite of like working and you have managing the testing community, it's not an easy task, I think,
Right.
but you
Right.
are managing it, and I support it. You support your work.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. And would you like to give any feedback for my channel? What additional things should I upload on the channel so that it can be helpful for the community?
Okay, as of now, not a feedback. As of now, I see that the concept what you are uploading, like mock interviews or like your sisters, it's very useful for everyone.
Mhm.
And I think like you need to keep on moving support, and you need to encourage everyone who is interested in our testing community to move forward, to go forward and achieve their dreams
Mhm.
in software testing. And I would like to continue this forever till we can.
Right.
And that's why I need to share. That's it. No feedback, because everything is going good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So mm, thank you so much for that, Sai. And
Sure, sir.
thank you so much for sharing this success story also. And
Yeah.
once again, many congratulations to you. And
Thank you so
wish
much,
you all the
Rakesh.
best. Yeah, and wish you all the best for your career as well.
Thank you, and thank you so much for accepting my invitation
No, no,
and with a
thanks to you.
prompt response.
No, no, thanks to you. And even I was not knowing about this, but actually I received your email. I saw your email, and I was so glad that you have got all these offers. So why not? Why to wait? Why not to share with the other people as well?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And I do have a question for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as I have 3 offers, what would you prefer? What would you suggest for me
Okay.
out of
Okay.
these offers?
Okay. See, now there are two mindsets that actually generally people take decisions with. Having three offers in the hand. Now, one is the first thing is you should not only see how much you are going to make. Let's say in one particular job, you are going to make XYZ amount. In
Yes,
one particular job, you are getting an offer of XYZ plus one. But then
yes,
you should ask the recruiter, like, what is in there for me? Let's say you might would have asked about the project roles and responsibilities. Are they going to give you uh, the manual plus automation kind of work, or they are just going to give you the manual testing kind of work? If it is just manual testing, then again it's a kind of you know uh, not not with respect to your profile, because you have got manual plus automation both kind of knowledge,
yes, yes,
right? So
yes.
think from all these perspectives. You should get the manual plus automation kind of role. Again, money should be there. uh,
Yep.
you should not just take decision based on the money matter, that you are getting
Yes,
salary
yes.
on this. So that, then look
Definitely.
from the project perspective also. Let's say if you have worked from the on in the investment banking domain, so are you going
Okay.
to get some new domain, because that will be a new learning things for you, right? New domains thing. So
Yes.
think from all that perspective and then take one decision, right? Otherwise,
Yes, yes.
see, whichever company you choose, uh, that success is going to come to you, irrespective of
Yes.
which company you choose, because the success depends on how much, with what capacity we are working, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then also see about the notice period, because notice period also plays
Yes.
a
Yes.
bit.
Yes. It's in 3 months. Yep.
Right. So think from all that perspective and then take a smart decision, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for your suggestion,
Yeah.
Rakesh.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And
And
yeah,
yeah,
please
in
go
the
ahead.
Wipro HR discussion as well, they said that the role will be like hybrid work model, like manual and as well as automation too,
Hmm,
both.
hmm. Right. So then it's
Then
good now if they are allowing you to do manual testing plus automation, then that's good. But it should not happen that they should completely keep you in a manual testing project, because then your hands-on experience will go away, and then slowly and gradually your grip
yes,
on the automation will go away. It should not
I
happen.
lost. Yeah. Yes, yes,
Right. So that is
yes.
there. Okay. So thank you
Yep.
so much, Sai. It was nice talking to you. Yeah.
And thank you
And
so much, Rakesh.
yeah, all the
It's
best
been
for the
pleasure
future.
meeting you.
Yeah, same here. I'm so glad to have a word with you and connect with you on this virtual platform. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sure.
Yeah. And please share those questions, and with
Sure,
other
definitely.
companies
I
also.
will share in next minute, next moment itself. I will share.
Sure, sure. If from other companies
Yeah.
also you have questions, so please share with us.
Sure, sure, definitely I will share it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.